so I completely screwed up. Got to the end of the Great River Road, Scenic Highway, which was amazing. And I decided to go to the Army Corps of Engineers campground that was on the east side of the Mississippi River. There's two of them. There's one on the west side, one on the east side. And I originally was going to go to the west side, but then I flipped to the east side. And in my flipping, I didn't realize that I had to reserve on the east side. On the west side, you don't have to reserve, you just show up. And it's more primitive, which is great for me because I don't need hookups. So I got there, there's total hookups everywhere, and it's completely full. So I am going to go 25 more miles so it's the Lincoln Highway Scenic Road, and I'm almost there at the start of it in Fulton, Illinois. Anyways, we're gonna move on, and at least we'll be that much further on our route to Chicago Heights, which is good. I'm just getting pretty tired. My shoulders are a little bit achy from all the driving, but anyways, it's all good. All right, we're headed out. We'll see you in, I don't know what I'm saying actually, I forgot. I think it's called Dixon. Anyways, I'll tell you when I get there. Okay, bye. Good morning again. I'm here at, where do you think? Walmart. I am getting up early. It's like 4:40 Pacific Standard Time, and I'm headed out. I'm gonna finish the Lincoln Highway today. I only have about 100 roughly miles to Chicago Heights. I have opted to not go to Chicago only because there again are just a ton of height restrictions down there, so I'm 11 feet high, and some of them are like 11.2, 11.6, and I could probably map out a navigation way to get over to this event center, but without having a co-pilot, I'm afraid of getting stuck. On my travels, there's been a lot of construction on the road, so if there's any kind of a detour, I could potentially be in trouble. So I don't really see myself backing down, a one-way street in downtown Chicago. So the historic Lincoln Highway provides some beautiful views of older architecture homes, some cute small towns, and some farms along the way. The Coast to Coast Highway actually journeys through 12 states, though I'm only traveling the Illinois portion currently. I'm on Lincoln Highway, and I'm in a little town called Franklin Grove. Well, look at that, Monsanto. We don't like Monsanto. Since I was traveling over the 4th of July holiday weekend, I noticed that so many had displayed their beautiful American flags in celebration of our independence. As I continue my travels east, I notice more and more the significant number of cemeteries that are also in the city. I also notice the numerous cornfields and the ominous presence of a company that directly taints our food chain. So as I'm driving down Lincoln Highway, you keep turning off onto off of 38, which is one of the main roads, Lincoln Highway, and you go down these original areas, which is like down this road. Just not a lot down here, but this was the original Lincoln Highway. And so it takes you down all of these farm roads and in through actually some small little neighborhoods that probably isn't too great for RVs, but nonetheless, so far I've been okay. But there is just corn as far as the eye can see on some of these areas. Interestingly, I know this is a travel blog, but I can't help but say, I showed you earlier the bench with the Monsanto logo on it. There's a Monsanto office just right around the corner from where that bench was at. And I'm pretty sure, I have not seen any farm out here yet that says this is organic corn, and maybe they wouldn't advertise it off the side of the road. But Monsanto is huge with GMO corn, so I can provide a link in the blog that talks a little bit more about Monsanto, so that's probably all I will say, but suffice to say, it's GMO, it's not good for us. Do your research. As I travel further northeast to Chicago Heights, the lanes started getting more narrow and the signs for Lincoln Highway sparser, so it was pretty difficult to follow the historic highway. I also ran into some height restriction bridges, which I was afraid of, that were way too close to my RV height, so I was constantly rerouting myself. I'm glad I decided to not travel into Chicago now, with just seeing the construction and the bridge heights already in the suburbs. I ended the historic Lincoln Highway trail, but had some trouble finding a place to overnight. The Walmart was in a sketchy area and I didn't feel safe, and the other Walmarts heading into Indiana didn't allow for overnighting, so I found a really cool place to stay on the Harvest Host website, which you'll discover in the next video.